The whispers began before you even knew they existed. A shadow of your name drifted from one mouth to another, carried by tones filled with both disbelief and hidden agendas. What has been spoken is not the truth you hold in your heart, it is a version twisted, painted darker than you deserve. Your silence has become a canvas where others have drawn their own designs. The stories spreading were never born from your actions but from their interpretations, their envy, their need to see you stumble. And now, those who hear it are beginning to look at you differently, though you never gave them a reason. The air is thick with judgment, but beneath it hides something stranger. This tale they've heard about you, it isn't what you think. It's deeper, heavier, and crafted not to expose you, but to chain you to a fate that someone else has secretly planned. The truth is that the words spoken about you carry a dangerous intent. It is not merely gossip, it is preparation. A stage is being set in the shadows, and you are at the very center of it. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You may believe people misunderstand you, but this runs beyond misunderstanding. Someone has fed them a story sharp enough to wound your reputation, yet sweet enough to sound believable. They are watching how others react, waiting for the right moment to move against you. Every smile you see now may not be genuine. Some hide curiosity, some hide doubt, and others conceal the satisfaction of believing a lie. The effect of their words has already started to shift your world in ways you have not yet noticed. But here is the chilling part, what they said is not just meant to wound you in this moment. It is meant to prepare everyone else for something bigger, something shocking, that will strike like a storm when you least expect it. The story about you is not random, it is the first piece in a puzzle that has been placed with careful hands. Whoever is behind it knows exactly what they are doing. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The danger of a lie is not always in its words, but in the seeds it plants. That seed has already been sown, and slowly it grows inside the minds of those closest to you. One day, they will look at you with eyes filled with doubt, and you will wonder when everything changed. What they heard about you may sound harmless, even trivial, but it was designed to carry weight. It was crafted to create cracks in your foundation, so when the real attack comes, you are already weakened. Think carefully about the timing of these whispers. They appeared now, just before an important shift in your life. Coincidence? No. This is alignment, an invisible thread weaving betrayal into the moment when you most need trust. What they said about you is not just a false story, it is a message with hidden fangs. And someone very close to you is the one who released it into the world. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The worst part is that the person who spread this story wants you to focus on the wrong thing. They want you to wonder why people believe such things, instead of noticing who set it in motion. They are counting on your distraction while they continue weaving their trap. The lie may involve something personal, your character, your love, your loyalty. They twisted your kindness into weakness, your silence into guilt, your truth into a cover-up. And people listened, because lies always travel faster than the truth. Yet, heaven has seen what is happening. The story told about you is not unseen. Divine forces are standing close, watching carefully, waiting for the right time to pull you from the chaos. Do not be fooled, what they said is not a reflection of you. It is a reflection of their fear of you, their envy of what you carry, and their hatred for the blessings tied to your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Archangel Michael says, the words released against you were not accidental. They are strategic. They were meant to destroy the bridges you are walking across, so when you reach the middle, you feel stranded with no one left to trust. But the truth cannot remain buried forever. When the time comes, the same mouths that carried lies will tremble when the truth bursts forth. The lies about you will collapse like glass under the weight of light. Right now, it feels like you are being cornered by rumors, but in reality, you are being prepared for a moment where truth will not only defend you, it will crown you. Those who chose to believe the lie will regret the day they ever allowed themselves to be used as carriers of poison. The shame will not be yours, but theirs. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The whispers don't stop once they are born, they grow legs and crawl into places you can't control. Every corner you turn, it feels like eyes are already waiting, carrying a silent judgment that you did not ask for. Their stares are quiet, but their silence is heavier than any accusation spoken aloud. The story told about you has now spread further than you realize. Some are pretending to comfort you, but in their hearts, they are already weighing the rumor as if it were truth. The way they act now is different, they hesitate, they linger, they wonder if you are truly who they thought you were. The danger here is not in the rumor itself but in the perception it has created. Once people accept a lie, it becomes nearly impossible to erase it from their minds. They will hold on to it, feeding it with their own imagination, until the truth feels like the lie instead. And the person who set this trap knows exactly how fragile trust can be. They wanted this outcome, they wanted you to stand on shaky ground. Type Amen to get blessing 888. They knew if they attacked you directly, you would fight back. So instead, they used whispers, knowing they would wound you in ways you could not openly defend. A lie that is whispered cannot be fought with logic, it only deepens the more you try to correct it. Those who once admired you are quietly pulling back, testing your strength by observing from the shadows. They don't say it out loud, but their energy feels colder, distant, as if they are waiting for confirmation of the story they've heard. You can feel the shift in every conversation, in every glance. What you thought was safe ground is no longer steady beneath your feet. Something bigger is coming, and this rumor is just the opening act. Do not forget, behind every whisper, there is a name. Behind every story, there is a voice that created it. And that voice is closer than you think. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Archangel Michael says, the words that have been spoken about you are not random, they are a mirror designed to twist your reflection. The enemy knows that once people stop believing in you, their betrayal becomes easier. They are setting the stage for a downfall that they want everyone to witness. The whispers are only bait, a prelude to something larger, darker, and far more destructive. The one who spread this wants your downfall to be public, visible, and humiliating. They want to erase your strength in front of those who once respected you. But the divine has already seen this plan, and heaven will not allow their scheme to reach the end they desire. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. The whispers may be strong now, but their power is temporary. What you don't see is that each word spoken against you has already been recorded in the book of truth. Soon, every tongue that lied will tremble, and every false witness will be silenced. For now, you must endure the weight of suspicion, but endurance is your weapon. You are being forged in fire, strengthened by betrayal, and prepared for a victory that will silence every enemy. Their words sting, but remember, the sting of lies is only temporary. Truth has a way of rising like the sun, it cannot be hidden forever. And when it rises, those who whispered will hide their faces in shame. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. The strange part is that the people spreading these words think they are clever. They believe they are playing a game where no one will trace the lie back to them. But heaven is already exposing them, even if they don't know it yet. Their fingerprints are all over this story. The tone of the lie matches their bitterness, their envy, their desire to see you broken. They cannot hide the energy of their hatred, because it bleeds through every false word. They believe the lie will bury you. But what they don't realize is that the same lie will become their downfall, once the truth unfolds. The whispers are dangerous now, but in time, they will testify against the liar themselves. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. The ground beneath your life is shifting, and you can sense it even when no one says a word. The air feels charged, almost electric, as though something is waiting just beyond the corner to reveal itself. Every step forward feels watched, measured, judged by eyes that once looked at you with trust. The whispers have taken root in places you can't reach. They've settled in the minds of people who were once closest to you, people who should have known your heart better than any rumor. Now, they carry doubts within them like hidden weapons, ready to use them when the moment strikes. The person who started this is not content with silence. They wanted to shape a narrative so strong that it becomes your cage. Every time you try to step forward, the story rises around you like bars of steel, trapping you in an image that is not yours. This is why what they've heard about you is so dangerous. It isn't just a lie, it's a construction. It's a trap carefully designed to steal your voice, your strength, and your truth. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. But here is the part they never saw coming. Heaven never allows lies to win for long. What has been whispered in the dark will be exposed in the light. The same mouths that carried poison will choke on their own words when truth begins to rise. For now, you are walking through fire, but that fire is not meant to burn you, it is meant to refine you. Every glance of doubt, every cold shoulder, every hidden laugh at your expense is sharpening your spirit into something unbreakable. The liar believes they have broken your reputation, but what they don't realize is that they have awakened divine protection around you. Your angels have drawn closer, covering you with a shield no whisper can pierce. The enemy thinks they are winning, but they are only writing the script for their own downfall. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. Archangel Michael says, the storm you feel now will not last forever. The lie is a shadow, and shadows only exist where there is light. Soon, that light will stretch and reveal the truth for all to see. The very people who doubt you now will one day apologize, though their apologies will come too late. They will realize they became pawns in someone else's game, and their shame will be heavy. The liar themselves will not escape. What they intended for you will circle back and strike them instead, harder than they ever imagined. Their plan is already collapsing, even if it looks like it is standing tall right now. The divine justice that waits for them cannot be avoided. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. But you must hold steady in this time. Do not let the whispers break your spirit. They were designed to drain your energy, to make you question yourself, to make you feel alone. You are not alone. The unseen hand of protection has been guiding you this entire time, keeping you from walking into traps that were carefully laid for you. Even the betrayal of those closest to you will be turned into a lesson that builds your strength. Remember this: the lie about you was born from fear. Fear of your light, fear of your blessings, fear of what you are destined to become. They tried to dim you because they could not stand your brightness. And when the time comes, they will be forced to watch you shine even brighter than before. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. The whispers will not end today or tomorrow, but their power has already started to weaken. With every passing moment, the truth gathers strength. The liar cannot keep up with the weight of their own creation, it will crush them from within. Already, cracks are forming in their mask. Those who were closest to them are beginning to notice inconsistencies in their words. Slowly, people are realizing that something does not add up, that the story they were told about you may not be as solid as it seemed. You may not see it yet, but small shifts are happening behind the scenes. Conversations are being had in rooms you are not in, and in those rooms, doubt is turning back toward the liar. The day is coming when the same people who whispered against you will whisper against them. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. The silence in the room feels heavier than words. Even when no one speaks, you can sense the judgment hanging in the air like smoke. You try to move as though nothing has changed, but every step feels watched, measured, and marked by the lies that were never yours to begin with. The one who created this rumor believes they are clever. They know whispers can ruin more than screams ever could. Their weapon is not force but manipulation, shaping reality with words designed to weaken your spirit from within. But what they do not realize is that the same whispers they spread have already reached the ears of heaven. Nothing goes unnoticed in the higher realms, and every false word spoken about you is being weighed against truth. The balance will not remain tipped forever. The hand of justice is already pressing down, preparing to shatter the power of the rumor. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Right now, it feels like the shadows are winning. Every glance you receive seems filled with doubt, every conversation feels heavier than before. But these shadows are temporary. They cannot survive once the light begins to expand. The person who spread this story wanted you isolated. They wanted you to question who you could trust, to wonder if even your closest allies had turned against you. And in some ways, they succeeded, because now you carry the weight of silence, unsure who is still on your side. But here is the hidden truth: their plan is cracking. Slowly, the same voices that carried lies are beginning to notice gaps in the story. Whispers of doubt about them are starting to rise, just as they once rose about you. This is the cycle they cannot escape. The lie they crafted will return to consume them. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. Archangel Michael says, your silence will become your greatest strength. You do not need to defend yourself endlessly, because truth has a voice of its own. And when it speaks, it will roar louder than any whisper ever could. The liar's mask will fall. Their envy, their bitterness, their hidden motives will be exposed for all to see. The very people they tried to convince against you will be the ones to turn on them in the end. For now, you are walking through a season of testing. It is uncomfortable, even painful, but it is necessary. The pressure is shaping you into someone unshakable, someone who cannot be broken by rumors or betrayal. Hold on to this: what they heard about you is not the final word. The final word belongs to heaven. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Every day that passes brings you closer to the unveiling. The lies cannot stand forever. Truth is patient, but it is also powerful. It waits for the perfect moment to rise, and when it does, it strikes with force that cannot be ignored. Your enemies are restless. They see their plans slipping through their hands like sand. The more they try to control the story, the more it begins to unravel. Their desperation will become obvious, and their downfall will be swift. This is not just about a rumor, it is about destiny. They attacked your name because they could not attack your blessings. They tried to destroy your image because they could not destroy your calling. But destiny cannot be stolen. What is written for you will remain yours, untouched by lies. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Already, signs are appearing. Someone you never expected is beginning to see the truth, quietly turning back to your side. Soon, others will follow, one by one, until the weight of the rumor collapses under the strength of reality. Do not grow weary in this waiting. Every moment of doubt, every tear shed in silence, is being counted. Nothing is wasted. All of it is being transformed into strength that will carry you beyond this storm. The enemy believes they have won because people listen more quickly to lies than to truth. But they do not see the larger picture. This is only the middle of the story, not the end. And the end is already written: you will rise, and they will fall. Type Amen to get blessing 2222.